Harry Roque is actually,
Yeah, I remember that.
going for
That
filming.
was kind of a funny part, no. Actually, if I can share also, and I'm just being conscious that we're almost out of time. There were a lot of modeling happening behind the scenes. Siyempre, parang everyone would put it on a leaderboard. This is what
Right,
AIM said. This is what I
right.
remember. Meron pa ngang ano eh.
May UP, may
Uh,
LaSalle,
and
may
there were two
Ateneo, of
UP
course.
forecasts. There were two UP forecasts for
Well,
some reason.
one was coming.
Isa-isa inyo.
Yeah.
And then for me, I remember I was talking to a global group. No, there was a group called the Corona Tracker. We're one of the first international groups. Mostly volunteers. It was not organized at all. It started in Malaysia, and then I was one of the Philippines, volunteers. And we were thinking, syempre, eventually we had the epidemiologists come in, the mathematical biologists come in. But at the start, we were just saying, hey, look, if you track the progression of a disease, and it looks like this one is rather fast, no? After a certain amount of time, people are either dead or recovering. So it's kind of like the SIR without calling it the SIR.
Right. Yeah.
And and sabi ko, I remember this was a contentious debate. Internally ito, no one knew about this. Sabi ko, look, you can use the deaths as a proxy because eventually for someone to die, kasi knowing that there is no antidote to the disease, they would have gone through technically that life cycle of a disease. So the number of deaths are indicative of a broader base of cases. Now the question is, how do you estimate that? No, and we were coming up with all sorts of numbers, which actually eventually ended up being rather conservative. Kasi ang alam lang naman natin at that time, if I remember, was the China number. Eh. Sila lang naman yung
Right.
nagpa-publish, di ba? You were saying, hey,
Right.
look, there were 305 deaths in China and they're reporting 14,000 cases. I remember these
But
numbers
that
by
was
heart.
also a bit dangerous because they are known to sort of
Twist it.
withhold
Oh, yeah.
withhold some
And
data. So
yeah. So sabi ko, hindi, may range yan, syempre,
yeah,
of
yeah, may
whatever,
range.
no? Veracity. So sabi ko, and suddenly may dalawang namatay sa Philippines. Kasi for the longest time, DOH didn't wanna admit na the two
There was a
deaths
problem, right? Yeah.
were actually even COVID. They just died. They're foreigners. They had the flu. They died. Sabi ko, okay, let's make an analysis using some binomial probabilities. So yun lang naman yung meron tayo at that time. For two people to have died, how many should have been sick? Parang ganun lang yung,
Right.
yung argument. And if we use China as a proxy, and then exactly what you said, let's say they're sandbagging. Maybe the cases are at least twice, double what they should be. Then that means for two people to have died in the Philippines, there have to be at least 400 or 500 or even 1,000 that are walking around sick. Syempre, when I said that in a Zoom call, they were saying, that's alarmist. You're
Yeah.
gonna get pummeled publicly, And then 1 month later, yan na, naglabasan na yung mga numero nyo. Buto mo, talo pa nga yung
Ano
numero ko
pa?
eh. These
Yeah,
guys are
parang
saying 10,000 na and all that. And
right,
yeah,
it was conservative pa nga when suddenly nag-exploding number of cases and people were shocked kasi
yeah.
I mean people thought no problem to parang like SARS, it's not gonna come in the country and then suddenly bigla nag-explode na. I mean, people were actually shocked na nag-lockdown because we weren't seeing it
Yeah.
on the ground but they were seeing it na pala in the hospitals eh. So, yeah.
And ano nga this is more post-mortem, obviously. One data set leading up to COVID, the lockdown that we monitored closely was dengue because one of the projects we did with NASA was a dengue detector. And one thing we found odd, and this is a subject of an ongoing discussion I have with some people, is the number of dengue cases fell during COVID for many reasons. Probably
Yeah.
people were trapped in their houses. Pero ako sabi ko, knowing human nature, malamang a lot of the dengue was reported as COVID. Kasi if you superimpose the COVID graph on the dengue graph, kung saan nawala yung dengue, maraming COVID. And that was there was an intern in our group at that time who used that as a base case, no. Okay, if we know the seasonality of dengue, which is fairly predictable, and now we have a COVID, how much kaya of that number would have been the dengue? And up
Yeah.
to now, it's something that it's kind of an open question. Kasi it was a global phenomena. Dengue dropped to near zero numbers during the COVID. But the symptoms are very similar. Fever, flu-like symptoms. And yun din, this is where the politics of public health comes in, if all your hospitals are wired up to look for COVID, they will probably find COVID anywhere they look.
Probably.
And the numbers in a way suggest it. Of course, I'm probably not going to be submitting that in any journal soon. Pero anyway, the reason why I brought that up is syempre when you started publishing Okta, for example, started publishing its numbers, it became quite political very quickly. And people, I remember people were calling out everyone. Pero in the kind of the middle to the latter part, kayo na yung nagiging target. So how did you navigate that? I was even a witness during that infamous congressional hearing no online.
Yeah, you
Uh,
were there. Did you?
Oo. And
Uh,
anyway, I'll reserve my opinions about how I really felt about that hearing. Pero ikaw, I wanted to hear from you. How did you navigate that? And did you learn, what were insights you learned from that experience?
well, it was tough kasi ano things were getting political. Things were getting heated. There were people who obviously opposed lockdowns. And to be fair, hindi naman kami, I mean, I think we became known as itong mga nagpapa-lockdown. I mean, we really just recommended lockdown once nung ano lang, nung Delta wave. I mean,
Correct.
after that, maybe we recommended having some protocols, ganon. But the lockdown we really recommended it only once, and it was a challenge for the entire country. Like I said, at the start, people didn't know what to do. Everybody was nangangapa,
Yeah.
and they were bringing in experts. And you could have interviewed me that time. I would have been happy to to talk in your podcast. I don't know
Yeah.
if you reached out to me. Of course, wala pa akong Twitter nun. And so at that time, yun nga, so kami, we just wanted to help,
Yeah.
using whatever we can do to help. I never got paid for my public service, and
Yeah.
that's okay. I mean,
That
I
wasn't the
didn't.
goal eh. Naman,
That
'di ba?
wasn't the goal. I didn't ask to get paid. I mean, you did volunteer work like everyone else. So, and of course, initially, parang I was a bit, let's say, hurt that by using science to try to help the public. It was actually being rejected by some part of the public. Maybe not all, but some part of it.
There
And
was a division, a very painful division
a
at that
very
time.
painful division. And I can understand. I mean, part of the division was, of course, there were business people who wanted the economy open for economic reasons. And parang nga yung division, parang, some people reference yung movie na Don't Look Up or something. I
Yeah.
don't
Oh,
know.
I love that
You see
movie.
that?
I
Yeah, I
love that
love
movie.
that movie too. I mean, because,
You lived it. You
right, I
lived that
lived it.
movie
It shows the interplay of science and
in
politics.
politics.
Because in science, we're taught na, there is right and there is wrong,
Yeah.
right? And I'm just talking based on data, and this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing projections of these cases, and my projections were not that far off. I mean, more or less, maybe it's not
There's an error
super.
margin,
There's
pero
an error margin, right?
you
Yeah, it's
can't
within that.
be crucified for being within
uh,
an error margin.
Right. Yeah, yeah. It's no, nobody has that crystal ball that they can, but it's within the, and we generally predict if it's going up at least, or if it's going down. And that's the important part of it, not the actual numbers. Is it increasing? Is it becoming more of a threat, or is it getting more safe now, ganun. And that's what people know naman, beyond the numbers. But at the same time, parang, from my perspective, I'm just telling the truth. And then from other people's perspective, parang it